I hate your mouse.
Isn't it cool?
No, I hate it.
I love it.
I hate the way Apple does their mice.
The way a PC works, you should just be pretty much on a mouse pad, and you should be able to reach your whole screen.
Mm-hmm.
With a Mac, you have to use, like, the whole table.
Yeah, I hate that.
I like it. I think it's cool.
Man, because the school would use...
Macs?
Yeah, I would always go into the setting and, like, change the mouse settings instantly to be way more sensitive, so I wouldn't have to stretch my arm across the entirety of the desk.
And you could also do that, but I have a big enough desk where I can do that.
Mm.
Hey!
Hey!
If you like this content, please subscribe,
You can leave a comment.
like it.
We're also on Anchor.
We're on Anchor. Both of our podcasts are on Anchor. So if you're on the go and you want to listen instead of having to watch YouTube, you can find us there.
It also works on Spotify as well.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks. It's coffee break! Welcome back!
We're back.
We're all still here. Still alive.
So, we're going to kick it off with Joker 2. I think I brought this up last one.
I don't think so.
Did this happen in between?
I think it happened in between.
These weeks are getting shorter.
Taking a nap yesterday really made, yesterday feel like it took way too long.
Oh, man. They were long naps, too.
They were. But man, they were satisfying.
So, Joker, 2019?
Joaquin Phoenix's.
Joaquin Phoenix plays Arthur Fleck.
Yep. Great movie. I loved it. It was an incredible experience to see in theaters.
It's a deeply disturbing film.
Mm-hmm. But smart.
Yes.
And, touches on a lot of things that are still relevant today in our real world.
Gun control.
Mm-hmm. Mental health and how it gets treated.
Trash in New York.
Yeah.
So the script for the second one has been, pictures have been shown.
Yeah.
The script hasn't been released, but we do know it exists. It's called Folie de Trois.
Folie et deux. It's French. Forgive us.
For Madness of Two.
Yeah.
Which is some disease where it's affecting one or two people, usually familiarly close.
Okay.
What does that mean for the script? I don't know. There's theories. One was that there was going to be another Joker.
Yeah.
Because Madness of Two.
And there are already so many Jokerses in the DCEU.
And as of today, Lady Gaga is in talks to play Harley Quinn.
Which is what I thought. When I heard Madness of Two, I instantly thought Harley Quinn. Because she doesn't have the same affliction Joker has, but she's close enough. And that makes sense. I think that's the natural next step for the Arthur Fleck storyline that we have so far.
I don't think he's lovable.
He's not lovable, but it's an abusive relationship. And it would continue the themes of him having a broken home life. And maybe a reflection on what abusive relationships can look like with someone who's desperate to be with someone and someone else who is equally desperate to be with someone, but they are bad for each other in wildly different ways.
Okay. I'm so confused.
Huh.
DC and their storylines, we are all over the place here. I get it. This is not your traditional Batman. When we see Bruce, he's just a kid.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the movie, we see someone dressed up as the Joker kill his parents.
Yeah. Whether it was actually Joker or not, it's up in the air.
Yeah. For a sequel to have Harley Quinn, I feel like we're jumping, but who am I to say anything about that? I'm just so confused. I'm really confused.
I'm totally down with just being completely in the dark. Honestly, if we follow the storyline without seeing Batman truly come to power, this is all the stuff that happens when he's still training to be Batman. I'd be totally okay with that. Just Joker. No Batman in the background, just Joker.
I guess my greatest fear of the Joker too is the fact that the first one isn't set up for a sequel.
No. You could, of course any DC story has potential for a sequel, just by the nature of their stories. But you can definitely tell it was written, not intended for there to be more.
No, it was supposed to just end there. It's really just a character study.
on the point of Lady Gaga playing Harley Quinn, I think that's a great casting choice, personally.
I just can't see her being weird enough like Joaquin.
Really? She wore a dress made out of meat. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but that's a fashion statement.
Well, so is Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Let's be honest. I think she could do it.
I don't know when they're gonna film this. I don't know if the script is completely done.
Maybe
They're casting right now.
Maybe if we watched House of Gucci, which I think is the most she's pushed her acting limits so far.
I heard that one wasn't that good.
I heard the story wasn't good, but I heard she was good. Like, I heard everyone did good in their roles. I just heard the story was boring.
Okay. Maybe we'll get around to that one.
Yeah, it's just some of the rumor mill for this so far. We could be totally wrong. It could be like, fucking Courtney Cox playing Harley Quinn.
Why?
I just picked a random person who was like the opposite of
Joaquin.
Lady Gaga that I could think of.
Knives Out 2. This has been an ongoing production.
Another one that feels like it didn't need a sequel, honestly.
Ryan Johnson, director of everyone's favorite Last Jedi, episode 8. He directed Knives Out. I like Knives Out.
Knives Out was very, very good. I liked it a lot.
I think the worst part is Daniel Craig.
Really? Is it his southern accent?
It's a southern accent.
You can tell when Brits do southern accents. It's like when Americans do British accents.
It's too
too
over-pronunciated.
Yeah, a little too much, but whatever. I was fine with it.
Everyone else did good. The story itself, the mystery. They're finally gonna... Netflix bought the rights for 2 and 3.
Okay. Interesting that we just heard recently Netflix tanking when it comes to their money and stuff.
Yeah, so Netflix takes a huge fall and then they drop Stranger Things.
And now they're just announcing a bunch of shit.
One Piece live action, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, there's a couple they have a whole animation department and stuff.
Don't they have a Gundam live action too?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Unless they axe that one.
I think they could axe that one, honestly. I think part of the fun of Gundam is the limitless potential of animation. And yeah, you could do a CG model of a Big Mac, but I don't know.
The way I understand Gundam is that it's supposed to be very political.
I don't know.
Apparently the original series, it's gun freedom, Gundam.
Makes sense.
And the whole point is the main character thinks that he's fighting for something great and realizes he's actually fighting for the bad guys.
Damn.
So he turns his Gundam around to fight them.
Wow. I don't know. I watched a few episodes, and I was very, very young. And so it was when the humans were on screen talking, I did not give a shit. But as soon as the robot people were on screen doing things, then I had all my attention. I really only cared about Zoids.
Yeah, Zoids was more my thing, too.
Zoids is super cool.
Anyways, Knives Out 2 will actually be called The Onion Glass.
The Glass Onion.
The Glass Onion, my bad.
Which is, it's the only returning character is going to be Daniel Craig's character, right?
Yes.
So
the boy.
So kind of like a Sherlock Holmes story where he's kind of roll, or Jack Reacher or something, where it's just the detective rolling to another mystery. That's cool. I'm totally on board for that kind of thing.
Is Jack a detective?
Isn't he?
He's supposed to be an MP.
That's close enough.
Military police.
Yeah, it's close. You know what I mean. He's acting as a detective for the most part.
Well, he's got that mean attitude.
Yeah, he's a bit different. He's a bit different compared to Daniel Craig.
Yeah, unless he's James Bond.
But I've fallen in love with mysteries, so I'm all down for this.
Yeah, it's gonna come out for Netflix this holiday season, which is a great time.
Nice, because the last one came out during holidays as well, I believe. Like around Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving, yeah.
Yeah.
In theaters, though.
Mm-hmm. The sigh of someone who's very content and happy with what they're about to say.
Look, guys, it was a good movie. It's not that great. It doesn't need to be re-released with an extended cut with a stupid extra subtitle. I'm talking about Spider-Man No Way Home More fun stuff.
That's so cringy. That just screams some old white man trying to talk like how the youths talk, you know?
No Way Home is already available. I already own it. And now they're going to go, oh, here's the extended cut.
Here's the thing.
They're going to put it in theaters.
Yeah, of course they are. Gotta milk this cash cow as much as they can.
Here's what I think they're trying to do. This is not a Marvel move. This is a Sony move.
Oh, 100%.
It smells like it.
Oh, yeah.
It reeks of rotting vampire flesh.
It reeks of that greed. Rotting vampire flesh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Morbius.
Oh, no. You guys did this. You Morbin time fuckers, you did this.
And it's Morbin fun stuff.
Like, it's a good movie, and I enjoy it, but I really enjoy it for, like, key scenes. Like, I would fast forward through the entire beginning until we got to the part where, you know, he fights Doctor Strange for the cube, and then I would fast forward until we meet the guys, and then I would fast forward until, you know, the Spideys come back.
Yeah, I would just fast forward to Ned's kitchen.
Yeah, there's this thing.
And Ned just opens that portal.
Yeah.
And then, there you go. I can watch the rest of the movie.
Like, those moments are really, really cool and fun, but I think people are mistaking those cool moments for a good movie. Mm-hmm. And a good movie, it's not a bad movie, but it's like Marvel has been doing lately. It's kind of a big ol' mess.
This has been brought up multiple times to argue against the Home trilogy. Mm-hmm. I brought this up earlier, especially after this was announced, this stupid, unnecessary, we need to milk this thing as much as we can attempt, is that Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, he's on his own.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, he's on his own, right? They have their rogues, and that's it.
Yep.
Tom Holland, Homecoming.
Yep.
He has Iron Man.
Yep.
Far From Home. He has Maria Hill. Nick Fury.
Even in the beginning, Mysterio was partially on his side.
Who's tied to Stark.
And throughout all of these, he has Zendaya and Ned. That's not MJ and Ned.
No. He can have his friends. I'm just saying that they're bringing in other characters from other franchises to help out arguably the greatest franchise ever. Last time I looked up Spider-Man and his net worth, he was worth $2 billion just himself.
Yeah. And like the Spidey is no stranger. In his comics, he crossovers with literally everyone. All the fucking time.
Which is fine, but you can't tell me.
He feels like a sidekick. Because he's been just trailing behind.
You can't tell me this is the greatest trilogy of Spider-Man when he's constantly being bailed out by other franchises.
Yeah, and he makes such weirdly dumb mistakes. Like it was played up as a joke. Like, you made me do this giant crazy summoning thing, and you didn't even consider talking to the president of the college you want to go to first. And it's like, yeah, that is stupid. Like, that's weirdly dumb and contrived. That is just contrived is the only word for it. He should be smarter than that. That's the way you set up this plot.
So, Spider-Man No Way Home, I think, is good because all those other franchises of Spider-Man come back to help him.
Yeah, let's not kid ourselves. It's good because we're blinded by nostalgia.
Yeah,
that's it. I love seeing Willem Dafoe and Doc Ock and even, Sandman. I like those parts. Nothing about Tom Holland's world is interesting at all, though. No. It's everyone else's worlds.
Happy is another big one.
Yeah.
From Iron Man.
And Aunt May.
You can always have Aunt May. I'm fine with that.
You could, but...
And then, Doctor Strange.
Yeah. And now with more fun stuff. The big question is, what is it going to be? Are they going to do the thing
We're getting that elevator scene.
Is it going to be Suicide Squad, where they added, 2 minutes in their extended cut?
It changes the whole film, dude.
Sure it does. It makes it 2 minutes longer worth of me falling asleep.
Get a longer nap.
Or is it, a 30-minute thing? What's going to be this bullshit? However much stuff they add to it is really going to dictate whether or not I think it's worth re-releasing it in theaters.
Now, if they're cool and they add 30 minutes to it, make this a 3-hour film, awesome. I think you will be dragging it on a little bit.
Yeah, I already think it's a little too long, honestly.
Aunt May takes forever to die.
She does. Like, at that whole scene, I was like, alright, hit the fast forward button. Let's go. I get it. Ooh, great power comes great responsibility. Bleh, die, go. Move on, please. Next scene.
There's literally, they just sort of like, okay, we hit it, now move to the next one.
Like, are you crying yet? Are you fucking crying yet? And it's like, stop. I'm not gonna cry over Aunt May's death. I'm sorry. She was cool, but not that cool.
I'll watch it. I'm not happy. This is stupid. I hope you guys are excited for it, but...
Yeah.
You know what I'm more excited for? Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Come bring me that.
Sure. It'd be neat.
And we're going to talk about that pretty quick here. But yeah, I thought I should bring this up that they're going to re-release an extended cut of No Way Home. Yay.
Woo.
I think it comes out this September. I could be wrong. I didn't really care.
Weird. This September? I heard it came out this year.
No, it came out last Christmas.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's almost like they're trying to dominate the holiday season again because they don't have any film to actually justify it.
Hey, you're fucking right.
Looking at you, Sony. Sony Pictures. Sony PlayStation division.
Doing good.
Well, we got some fun stuff happening. Did you know about One Punch Man live action adaptation?
I did not. I was reading your script while you were talking about Spider-Man, and that was the first time I saw this.
So,
this,
there were talks of it.
like, the complete opposite on my opinions from Gundam. This, I think, is something that would excel, like, so much with a live-action adaptation. Because the fun of One Punch Man is the superpowers and the like craziness of their different abilities and powers and stuff. And in animation, you know, it's so easy to have a dude who is a robot or a girl who makes tornadoes or, you know, whatever. Tornado, I believe is her name.
Is she part of One Punch Man?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get far either.
Yeah, I tried showing it to you.
Turns out I get bored.
Which is weird. It's so action-packed. Funny. It's funny. But no, I think this is something that would do super cool with live action. Playing around with the powers and stuff. So long as they don't make Genos look weird.
So for something like this to get its feet off the ground and start moving, you usually need a director.
Yeah.
And they found one.
Who?
Justin Lin.
Would I know them from anything?
You would know him from Fast and the Furious.
Oh, really?
He was supposed to direct Fast and Furious 10.
Oh, he dropped this to do One Punch Man?
Well,
Net positive.
Vin Diesel was being a dick, like Vin Diesel does.
That's why he shaved his head, so he can better look like it.
Yeah. And Justin Lin just kind of found this project. And it makes sense because if it's action-packed, right? So is Fast and the Furious.
Wait, is this an English-made? Like, American-made thing?
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Interesting stuff. That's gonna be interesting. Now I'm even more intrigued. Who's gonna get to be Saitama? Are they gonna try to cast Asian actors? Because, like, with a name like Saitama, you're not gonna get Scarlett Johansson.
Are we not okay with the idea of casting Goku as a white guy?
No.
So I can make a few arguments there. He's not actually Asian.
No.
He's an alien.
True.
He shouldn't look like all the others.
I suppose.
Let's forget about Dragon Ball Evolution right now. I already can hear the arguments in your heads, and I hate it.
But here's the thing.
It was trash. Don't ever do that again.
If we get the opportunity, why would we... I would see Bulma as a white person first.
Okay.
Or even like Oolong. And, you know, maybe... Not Krillin. You could,
Roshi?
I was gonna say Master Roshi, yeah. Master Roshi would be a white guy, 100%.
One Piece. I can't pronounce the actor's name. The kid who plays Luffy.
Who looks fucking perfect for the role.
He even has that annoying, like, yell thing.
But, like, that's what I want from Luffy.
Yeah.
I would love to see the rest of the cast that they have. Like, how are they gonna do Zoro? Is it gonna have his teal hair?
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
I don't know. I don't know how... I mean, I guess they went through such lengths to make the ship
In
look
this
accurate.
rendition, Luffy actually wears a ball cap. What are you doing? Go away.
I mean, I don't know. A lot of live action stuff will do things like that. Bad live action stuff. You know, like make Leon look nothing like Leon. Welcome to Raccoon City.
I'll tell you what, the Netflix Resident Evil has that going for it.
So, on the concept of Goku, I think animation, you gotta play around with the very fun fact that you can interpret things in different ways. Because they tend to have the same face syndrome, and they don't really have the facial structures to specifically make them distinct from actual races we have in reality. But, if you're gonna do the story of a man named Son Goku, I would think you would want to go the extra mile to get someone who is of at least some sort of Eastern heritage, but preferably Chinese heritage. You know? It's a Chinese story, right?
It's Japanese.
Japanese story?
He's based on Sun Wukong.
Yeah.
Which is Chinese.
That's what I mean. I know Dragon Ball is Japanese, but the original Journey to the West
Yes.
is Chinese. So yeah, why not?
Goku's the romanization of the name Sun Wukong.
Which is the funny thing. The other thing I thought that could, if you had to go with a white person, I thought someone of Roman descent, you know? With like that prominent, like Roman features, you know? Like that nose shape and whatnot, and those like sharp, like chins and stuff, and cheeks. Mostly because I think of like how like angular Goku can be when he's a Super Saiyan. I assume that's where my mind was going.
I think the hardest thing to adapt with Goku would always be his hair.
Yes. It's hard to make it look right.
Well, his normal hair is just bedhead. Mm-hmm. But when he goes Super Saiyan, I mean, how do you pull that off?
Yeah.
Teal eyes, blonde eyebrows, and shooting straight up.
They could do it nowadays.
Yeah, but then you would cheat out with some CGI. Anyways, One Punch Man getting a live action adaptation. They're working on it right now. Mm-hmm. You excited?
Hell yes. That sounds rad. I have high hopes, low expectations, honestly. High hopes.
You keep saying that, I'm going to start singing that song.
It's a good song.
Netflix also announced Castlevania Nocturne.
Hell yeah.
It is a sequel series to Castlevania.
Yep.
It will star...
Trevor.
No, Trevor's the dad.
Richter,
his son.
He's in Smash Bros. He looks exactly like he does in Smash Bros, honestly. With the blue and the short curly hair and his, like, headband thing he's wearing.
Yeah, but, okay, so we don't see much. We just see Richter kind of do that side face thing to the camera.
Yeah, we don't even know who's voicing Richter yet.
We don't know them. He looks like... What's his mom's name? Sia?
Slifa.
Sypha?
Slifa. Something like that?
He's got her facial features.
Yes.
But his dad's coloring.
Yeah, which is cool. I like it when things do that. Like, kind of like perfect amalgamations of the parents to be their kid. I like it when that...
Yeah, it makes sense. And this one will take place in the French Revolution.
Cool. Interesting.
Which the first one took place in the medieval times.
Yeah, like during the like witch trial era, I believe. They had candles. They didn't have like lights or anything like that.
What were they doing? It was the Inquisition.
Yeah.
That's when it takes place.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Castlevania.
Mm-hmm.
The first season was awesome.
Yes. Second season was good.
It was world building.
Third season.
Yawn.
Terrible.
Fourth season.
Really good. Flawed, but good.
A lot of the fourth season, you know, they're doing a lot of expose, and then you just see Trevor run around in those, like, gold piles.
In the background, just putting the final boss together, basically.
Yeah, and he's, like, piecing this thing together, and you're like, what is he doing? And we're not really focusing on him. We're seeing it, but we just keep moving on, and then at the end, he's fighting death.
Yeah. Fourth season had a lot of things to try to tie together, and I think it did it the best it could, for what it's worth.
I wonder who comes back. Alucard, of course.
I hope we see the two vampire ladies who, like, ran off together. Like, the really big, burly Russian one, and then the more smaller like an Indian-looking one.
Yeah, if you had seen the show, they came back with an army.
And then they're like, fucking nope, outie.
Yeah, they saw the smoke and they're like, we gotta leave.
Yeah, I hope they come back. I don't remember their names, but I thought they were fun. I liked their personalities.
And what about the monster builders?
I mean, I don't know. How old would they be by now?
Aren't they ancient?
I guess. Maybe. I thought they were just man.
They are, but if you can make monsters, can't you just figure out a way to keep yourself alive?
I suppose theoretically. I think the one with white hair would want to die, and then the Egyptian man would probably continue to live. I don't remember. I remember one of them had the name Isaac, but I don't remember which one. It's been a while. Sorry.
I don't know when this one comes out.
I hope we get a lot.
I'm guessing Halloween.
Probably. I hope we get a lot more than just vampires. I want to see a lot of the, like, random monsters from the Castlevania universe.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. We got a glimpse of that in season 2, and I would like to see more.
And they're in season 4 also.
Yeah, here and there, but it's mostly the vampires.
Yeah, Nocturne, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Marvel, Disney Plus.
Yeah, that came out.
You know what's bonkers to me? We haven't finished Obi-Wan.
We haven't.
Not podcast-wise. We know that we said we're going to do another episode.
Oops.
For Garbage Eggs.
We're bad at scheduling.
We'll release it soon. Sorry about that. But Obi-Wan is only done with part 4 of 6.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to drop Miss Marvel on top of that.
Yeah. Well,
and I know there's a 2-week overlap, or 3-week overlap now.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of interesting that Disney's like, no, we're going to corner the market this bad.
I mean, I guess. People talk about things like, oh, you can't release Miss Marvel because Obi-Wan's still going. Obi-Wan, how long is an episode of Obi-Wan? Like 45 minutes, an hour? Once that's done, there's still at least 23 hours in the day for you to watch something else. I don't think releasing 2 things at the same time is that big of a, especially on the same
platform.
From the same parent company, yeah.
Well, here's another weird one. Orville.
True. But I don't think Seth MacFarlane really had much say left in when it had been delayed so much.
Mm-hmm. But again, sci-fi, very Star Trek-esque. And we have Star Wars, very Star Wars-esque.
See, I think that kind of, I think it kind of plays, because when you're done with Obi-Wan and you're still jonesing for that sci-fi fix, you can just hop on over to Hulu and watch the Orville. Especially because now Obi-Wan is wrapping up and Orville's just getting started. I think it's working out as best we can.
I think it's interesting. It's a bold move.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for Disney to have 3 shows. Because you can argue Miss Marvel is a sci-fi also.
You could. What did you think of Miss Marvel's first episode?
It's only the first episode. I don't know much about Camilla.
Kamala?
Kamala.
Kamala Khan.
Yeah, Khan.
Yeah.
Her parents are overbearing. That's part of the story. Where she gets her powers from this bracelet, I don't understand. I don't want to spoil it for myself.
Yeah. I think that's part of the fun is seeing where this is going.
And then when I looked up what she was this morning, I'm a little confused.
I don't know how accurate, because they've already changed her powers from the original source material, so I don't know how close they're going to stick to other aspects of it.
According to the comic books,
she's an
Inhuman.
Yeah, she's like from Mars or some shit.
No, the Inhumans watch over Earth from the moon. They have a big fight and outbreak, and somehow some of them make it to Earth.
That sounds like some real Eternal shit right there.
There you go, another Marvel team that defends Earth but refuses to help when the purple guy's here.
I liked it a lot. I liked it more than I liked the first episode of Moon Knight, honestly.
This one is more better than Moon Knight.
It was gripping a lot more. I like the characters a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
I relate to her as a person first, and rather than as a super person, you know?
Mm-hmm. She has dreams.
I also like it feels like a really cool visual representation of ADHD is what we're seeing. And I don't know if it's necessarily supposed to be ADHD that she suffers from or not, but that's what it feels like to me.
I think she has bigger dreams than being stuck in a classroom.
Yes, she's meant for more.
Now, there is a sequence in that episode where she goes to that shitty Comic-Con.
Yeah, AvengerCon.
AvengerCon. Oh my god, who put that thing together?
Man, but I was like legitimately sad when her dad popped in, like cosplaying the Hulk. And she's like, no, I can't go with you. I'll be humiliated. I was like, no, but look at you. He put on the face paint and everything. He put in so much effort. You can bring Dad with you. Come on. But I know that's like the point of like, you know, we're going to build family and stuff along the way. We can't have a good story unless our main character has some flaw or conflicts to overcome. So.
So you have a theory about the mom.
I do. I have a theory about, I think the family knows they have a history of, I'm going to say magic or powers. I'm going to call it magic because that's what I think it is. Because they got a box from her grandmother, Kamala's grandmother. And she's like, whoa, look, this cool bracelet. Is this grandma's? And Mom looked weird and she was like, put that in the attic. Don't touch that. And I was like, that's a weird reaction to just a bracelet. So I think maybe Grandma had superpowers and used that bracelet previously. Because Mom also speaks a lot in the first episode about how you're a lot like your grandmother. She was always daydreaming all the time too, so maybe she has the same powers as her grandmother had. And maybe it has like a negative side effect on you if you do it too much. And that's why she's like, you gotta focus, don't do that daydreaming thing, because maybe you can lose yourself and your powers if you're not careful. But I think Mom has superpowers too. I think she has super speed or something. Or maybe can stop time, because Kamala's friend Bruno was over, and her mom walked in, and her mom was like, oh, Bruno, let me get you some leftovers or food or something. And he's like, no, that's okay. And she's like, no, I'll get you something real quick. And they say, like, a couple of sentences to each other, and then her mom
comes back with that giant bag.
Like, a bunch of leftovers, and he's like, wow, that was really quick. And I was like, it was. What an important thing to point out. So I think the family has a history of magic.
Or is the joke about cultural?
Maybe.
That she was just waiting there with the food, because they make so much food.
Maybe, but I think Disney's above that, honestly.
I'm just throwing a theory out there. I'm not saying anything.
It would be funny.
Her bracelet, I noticed it goes on one arm. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming there's another bracelet.
Maybe her grandmother still has it?
Maybe.
Maybe she'll have to travel to Grandma?
It looks very familiar to another Asian Marvel character who kind of has these bracelet things.
Only he has 10 of them, and they're separate, and hers is just one solid one.
Yes, but very similar.
Yes.
How they have to choose you to attach.
Also, the jewelry aspect in general.
Yep.
Cool stuff, honestly.
And when Shang-Chi is using the rings, right? Mm-hmm. He has that blue aura coming off of him.
Yeah.
You know, when his dad uses it, he has the orange aura, right? It's their auras to manifest the power of them. Mm-hmm. When she has her bracelet on, you can also see that she has this, like, purple aura. Yeah. That matches it. Which kind of makes me wonder, like, maybe it's magic.
Maybe.
Otherworldly magic.
Or maybe connected to the same type of magic?
Could be.
That's something cool. That's cool. What is that?
But then, if we're going to take that, we can take it a next step further and then talk about Chakal.
Chakal? Yeah.
And his suit.
Yes.
The Black Panther.
There's a section.
And how he has a purple aura around him.
Yeah, there's a section of... Okay, so Marvel has a section of heroes with manufactured powers. And then there's a section of heroes with more natural powers. And those ones tend to fall in the realm of magic more.
Our 6 main Avengers, original OG guys. Mm-hmm. The only one who didn't have manufactured power
was Thor.
But
including the aliens in this feels like a weird third category. Alien powers.
They were manufacturing it.
Yeah. So, I'm intrigued. I'm liking Miss Marvel so far. It's fun. It's boppy. It's exactly what I was hoping it was gonna be. I can't wait to see where it's gonna go from here.
Yeah, I hope it gets better. It's not bad. Mm-hmm. I don't... One episode's not enough for me.
Yeah, that makes sense. I say 3 in order to fully form your opinions.
Yeah, check me out in a few weeks, and then I'll probably be talking more about it.
Yeah. How many episodes is it getting? Do you know?
6.
6? Everyone's doing 6. Everyone's only doing 6 episodes.
You remember it used to be 20 and now it's 10, now it's 6.
Yeah. Whatever. Higher quality but less episodes.
So, Lightyear, Buzz Lightyear, the movie starring Chris Evans.
Yep.
The early reviews are in.
Yeah.
It comes out this Friday.
Yeah.
It is the only movie worth watching this Friday.
Yep.
There's like 5 other movies and it's like, no.
Damn.
Anyways, the critics are loving this one.
I figured it was going to be. It's Pixar. They know what they're doing. It's Pixar with a beloved Pixar character. They know what they're doing. It's going to be good. This is unsurprising. People are going to eat it up. I'm just curious on how much I'm going to care, because I don't care. Honestly, I'm sorry.
Who's his nemesis?
Zurg.
Zurg.
Yeah.
So we see him in the trailers?
Who's voicing Zurg?
I don't know, because he doesn't sound like Zurg.
Ah, man. Who voiced Zurg? I don't know who voiced Zurg in the original Toy Stories.
Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2, and also the animated movie they had.
That's a completely different spin-off.
God, I watched that. That was fun. There's 2 versions of that, which was crazy. There's the original version voiced by Tim Allen, and then for the series, the cartoon show, he was voiced by Patrick Warburton. And so Patrick went back and dubbed over the movie for a TV special. So it was the same exact movie, but now voiced by Patrick. Yeah. And it's weird.
I'm excited that people are liking this one. It looks weird.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Pixar's been doing some weird things to me.
They have. I'm not happy with Pixar of late.
I don't know what to say. I hope Buzz Lightyear is really good, or Lightyear.
Yeah, I'd rather it be really good and I be wrong. Exactly.
I'll watch it when it hits Disney Plus. I feel like I'm too old to walk into a theater for that one.
Yeah, I could, but I don't want to hear kids screaming the whole time. That's the thing.
Also, why would I watch that when I could watch dinosaurs?
Exactly.
So, Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Joyous test squeeze. Sorry guys, I am tired.
We're trying to make this one shorter today.
I kicked a lot of butt today.
It's been a week.
Yes, it has. Gore, the God Butcher, played by Christian Bale.
Yeah.
The test audience have rated him the most well-received MCU villain of all time.
That's
beating
interesting.
out Thanos.
Wow. That's interesting.
People are relating with this guy.
It's cool, because Marvel does not have an amazing track record with its villains. They're there, for sure, but they're all boring. I think maybe Mysterio was, off the top of my head, the most interesting villain prior to this, but even then...
He's just a snack to you.
Yeah, well, not even. Just the character himself. It makes sense, but it's just a greedy dude with computers,
He's mad at Tony Stark.
Yeah, who isn't?
Yeah, again, get in line.
His only, step above others was the fact that he pretended to be nice for a while. So it would hurt more when he betrayed Peter. Bleh.
I think you got a few cool things working here. You got Christian Bale.
Uh-huh.
Already a great actor.
Mm-hmm. Putting his all into it, as you can see.
It's been 10 years since he's played a superhero.
Yeah. And this is he's covered head to toe in makeup and shit.
Yep, but he's not wearing any suits.
Yeah, which I'm glad he's fine with.
I bet that was part of the contract.
So long as I don't have to wear the
He hated dressing
stupid
up.
bat suit, I'll be fine.
When he played Batman, you can find articles about it, but he was stuck in that suit.
Mm-hmm.
They put him in a wheelchair and then cart him into a fridge.
Yeah.
So that he could just cool down.
I mean, just
but never could take it off.
Just hating all of it. You can tell. The scenes when he played Batman, the scenes where he got to be Bruce and was just himself, it looks like he's coming alive a little bit more. Because he gets to be a human and not a human trapped in a rubber
latex suit.
In a rubber prison.
You got that working for you. You have the return of Jane Foster.
Yes, which I'm intrigued by.
All the fun stuff that Taika Waititi brought from Ragnarok. Yeah. And Taika Waititi comes back as the director.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see how it's going to play out.
I think you got a lot of good things working here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big hit. Just like Ragnarok was a big hit. I think this is another surefire one for Marvel.
Now, to DC.
Yeah.
Wow, you know what I didn't put in here? Ezra Miller.
Oof. Piece of shit. Fuck that guy. Go to jail forever and never come back.
So I was reading about Ezra Miller. I'm not your specialist here or anything, but what I was reading is that he's, or they have lured in a underage girl.
Mm-hmm.
The girl's family has filed for, what do you call that? A restraining order?
Yeah.
They went to go deliver it to Ezra.
And they...
Could not find him.
Yeah.
She's missing as well.
So...
They keep dipping and dodging law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's going to escalate into a federal thing.
That's all really terrible. And that's all really sad.
What Ezra's doing is wrong. And they will spend time in prison.
I was very curious on how DC is going to approach this when it comes to...
Releasing The Flash.
Because honestly, if you release the movie with Ezra Miller, you're not going to make any money. People are going to be upset at you for promoting this really terrible person as your main lead in this movie. Literally every option they have is a bad one. Either release it with Ezra Miller and lose out on money and get this terrible reputation. Don't release it at all and lose out in all forms of money in every way. Or do a bunch of reshoots with someone new. And that's going to take way more money and you're just going to lose out then as well. But at least you get some dignity.
You know what? I think you could reshoot it, take out all of Ezra's scenes, and then put in Grant Justin.
Yeah, the guy who plays the Flash in CW.
Yeah, and everyone wins.
Hell yeah.
We get a better Flash. We get a better movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's just a better actor. Which is crazy because he's only on the CW.
Yeah, but he's so good. He does a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Also, not just a Flash, but fucking Fantastic Beasts. If it even gets a sequel, I'm skeptical.
He died.
Good. I wish he did in real life. That's harsh to say, but I mean it. The fact that Johnny Depp got canned for allegations of abuse from years ago.
Did you hear he's coming back to court?
Why?
He's not done.
With what?
For the, what was it? The accusations of abuse?
So he's going...
Not for slander.
Like, he's
Or
saying... defamation. Now he's trying to reverse the order that said that...
That he was an abuser?
Wow. We're going back at it. Damn.
It's kind of impressive.
Aw, shit. Here we go again.
We did get the Black Adam trailer finally.
Mm-hmm. Was this DC?
Yep.
Oh, this is a Shazam enemy, isn't it?
Yeah, so think of Black Adam as evil Shazam.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks neat. The Rock was a great casting choice, for sure.
He had been lined up to play Black Adam for years.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lot of scheduling issues because he's a busy guy.
Well, he's a great actor. He did a lot of weird like action movies for a while there. Definitely the best was Rampage. I loved Rampage. I just like the games.
I'm so confused with Black Adam.
What are you confused about?
So, he's the Shazam before Billy.
So he's that old man?
No. That's the Wizard.
Ah.
But he lived in the ancient Egyptian times.
Yes. For a second. Because I didn't read the title before you clicked on the trailer. For a second, I was like, are they redoing Scorpion King?
I was going to make a joke. So, his first acting role was Scorpion King, which did not go well. And now he's coming back to play an Egyptian once again.
He's not Egyptian.
No, he's not.
He's Polynesian.
So, yeah, he takes place in ancient Egypt. We see some of that in the trailer. Mm-hmm. And then these guys with assault weapons and tactical gear find him.
Yeah, he, apparently Captain America freezes in time for a bunch of years or some shit.
But then we see Hawkman.
Mm-hmm.
Atom Smasher?
Is that who that is?
Yeah, it's not the Atom. It's a young, an older Atom. Okay, hold on.
Help.
Hold on. And then Pierce Brosnan playing as Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate?
Yeah, he had that cool golden helmet.
Oh, God. I'm way behind. Okay. Alright, let's go this one by one. So, Hawkman. Like...
Hawkman and Hawkgirl?
Yes. I mean, he's infinitely less cool because Hawkgirl is the best. She has a Morning Star,
He does too.
but her.
Okay.
She was the one in the animated Justice League, and she was like, it was her and Wonder Woman, and I was like, Wonder Woman's boring. She's cool. And then I found out there was a Hawkman, and I was like, what a lame ripoff of Hawkgirl.
Hawkman's before her.
I know.
The Atom Smasher?
That's the guy who looked like Ant-Man.
Yes, basically. And Dr. Fate, who looks like a crazy 70s version of Doctor Strange.
Okay, is that what he does?
I'm not too sure what Jesus.
I got, like, Xavier vibes from him. From Dr. Fate. I was just like, Pierce Brosnan. what a cast.
So they are part of the Justice League of Society?
Are they like the pre-Justice League?
So you would know them from Doom Patrol.
Oh! A lot of things just made sense to me all of a sudden.
So now you see that weird timeline?
Yeah.
Ancient Egypt to 50s, and then to modern times?
Yeah.
And then it looked like they were fighting in modern times. I'm so confused.
Are we setting up him fighting Shazam?
Mm-hmm.
When does Shazam... Because Shazam 2 is in the works, isn't it?
It's already filmed.
Is he fighting Black Adam in it?
Nope.
What?
Yeah, so there's gonna be Black Adam 2.
DC! Why?
It's gonna be Black Adam 2 and then Shazam 3, where he faces off against Black Adam.
Oh, God. No.
This is the works right now. And then...
Who is he fighting in Shazam 2?
I don't know, he has other enemies.
Ah!
Dwayne was talking about a Black Adam multiverse.
So, it's all gonna stem from him? Potentially?
Or other characters that show up.
The Shazam... Like, kind of like how they call it the Arrowverse. Because it started with Green Arrow.
But it'll all still be part of the DCEU.
God, the DCEU is this... like, non-comprehensible web of bullshittery. Some movies tie together, other movies don't. Who's the Joker? Is it Joaquin Phoenix? Is it Jared Leto? Is it fucking, I don't know, literally anybody at this point?
We know the Batman and the Joker are in their own separate universes.
Yeah. What?
So Joaquin can't show up fighting Robert Pattinson, right?
Yeah.
But Robert Pattinson can't show up in Gotham when Joker's trying to take over.
God, it's... Ugh. I mean, it's working for DC so far.
Also,
They're just keeping afloat.
Robert Pattinson has his own Joker.
Yeah. I don't remember the actor's name.
I don't remember either. He played Druid.
Yeah. In Eternals. He's a good actor.
Eternals.
I'm excited to see him. I'm glad he's getting a lot of roles, because he was good. He was also in Green Knight.
Yes, he was. He was briefly in there.
Another very good role. Brief, but very good.
So, here we go. Box office trolls.
Box office trolls, woo!
I think you guys can kind of guess some of these. There is one crazy phenomenon that happened in here.
Yeah.
This one made no sense. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe further research would help me on this.
Maybe.
But, okay. Number one. What came out last week?
Jurassic World Dominion.
Okay, obviously. First week, $145,000.
Isn't this the worst reviewed Jurassic Park movie?
Yes.
Woof. Worse than the third one? With that woman who screamed the entire time?
I read the
that
first...
one sucks.
I read the first half of the plot.
Yeah?
And, ugh.
Oh, God. I saw a thing.
But let's just not forget that the weird cologne girl and the Indoraptor thing.
Oh, that's coming back?
Yeah, that never went away.
No. I miss William H. Macy.
Number two, Top Gun Maverick.
Makes sense.
51,000 for a total of 395,000.
Yeah, dropped 42%, but that's to be expected by week 3.
Yep.
You know, people who want to see it have seen it.
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, 5 million.
Wow, that's still up here? Week 6? Wow.
Oh.
Huh. What's up?
Screwing these up.
How?
Jurassic World Dominion is 145 million. Top Gun made 51 million.
Yeah, those sound more accurate.
Not 1,000. Doctor Strange, 5 million. Dropped 43% for a total of 398 million.
Oh, again, this is week 6. Everyone who wanted to see it has seen it.
The Bad Guys, which
Still
they're gonna get knocked out.
8 weeks in and they're still sitting at number 4? Wow.
Made 2.5 million for a total of 91 million.
I don't even see anyone talking about it anymore, and it's still doing this good?
Here's the thing, it's gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, it's true.
Lightyear's gonna kick it right out. It's Pixar.
Yep.
It's Buzz Lightyear. You're done.
Yeah.
Okay. Bob's Burgers.
Apparently it's super underperforming.
2.4 million, down 46%, for 27 million total. This is week 3.
This is clearly, like, if you wanted it, you got it, but this is not for all audience type of movie, you know?
Yep. And we can see as we're going through this each week, that it's the same movies in the same lineup.
Yep.
Except for the new one.
Yeah, they all start shifting around towards the bottom of the list.
So you get Downton Abbey, A New Era, number 6.
Yeah.
You get Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
12th week in, still number 7.
63 million. And here's the real twist.
Yeah.
Number 8, Firestarter.
Yeah. Weirdly.
Let's go through these numbers really carefully. 833,000.
Mm-hmm.
For a total of 9.2 million. It's been in the box office for 5 weeks.
And suddenly, it's shot up from number 10 from last week.
No.
No? What was it at?
Last week it was number 21.
And
it's now number 8.
How?
It jumped up 732.8%.
I can only imagine it was something related to Stephen King.
Maybe.
I have
Stranger Things?
maybe, but I don't know.
It played only in 150 theaters across the country, which is down 193 theaters from last week.
That is such a weird statistic that
Less viewings, but more people showing up.
That has to be something. Like, I wonder if it's a really weird thing where, like, everyone wanted to see it, waited, because they expected the theaters to be packed, and then they all went now. That's weird. That's interesting.
That growth, though, 732.8%.
Yeah, that's bananas. That's so weird.
I guess you got to get your head in the game, right?
I suppose. Good for Firestarter.
Number 9, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Still doesn't make sense why it's on this list. You can watch it on Paramount.
10 weeks in, it can't make it to next week. Especially with Lightyear coming out, it's not going to be on this list next week. I guarantee it.
And number 10 is Ante Shundakaharakini.
Oh, jeez.
It's a Bollywood film,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to get it right. I'm not going to watch it.
Nah.
Number 10 came in at 620,000 even.
Yeah. It'll be off the charts by next week. Guaranteed.
So we got some video game news.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. We still have to go through Microsoft.
Oh, do we have to?
We can skip over some stuff.
We
We
can-
didn't watch Microsoft. We had some issues.
We couldn't. You had to log in because it was age restricted.
Yeah.
And we
Which is
didn't-
funny because Sony didn't do that to me.
And we didn't want to log in.
Because Sony didn't do that to me.
It's almost like one of them is better.
Hey, you remember when you were talking about how the Mac mouse sucks compared to the PC mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Microsoft sucks.
What's in the news?
Okay, so I didn't know this, but Capcom had a showcase.
Yeah, I didn't know this either.
And that was today. And they showed off some really cool things. More Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah.
Updates to it for
Mhm.
Sunbreak.
Which is cool for that game.
Dragon's Dogma.
I know of the franchise. I never played it or anything.
They announced like a 10-year anniversary, but no sequel to be announced.
Dang.
They could be holding us. For those who are excited, I didn't enjoy those games.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't.
Damn.
But we got a lot more Resident Evil coming in.
Yeah.
So, Resident Evil Village DLC.
Yes.
We get 3 new updates.
Mm-hmm.
October 28th of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Third-person mode for the game.
Which so cool, so neat.
I'll play it just to see what it looks like.
Like certain scenes, I wonder what it'll look like. Like Heisenberg yelling at you when you enter his factory before he kicks you into his lair, so you have to go through the dungeon.
I want to see the metal getting stuck to you.
Yeah, Demetress cutting your arm off in that one scene, where you have to run past her and grab it. I just, fucking lots of cool shit.
New mercenary stages and characters. You can play as Lady Demetress now.
Ooh, neat. Cool.
And Shadows of Rose, which is a third-person DLC all about Rose, Ethan's daughter, as she's grown up. It's a sequel story to Village.
Which
makes me wonder what 9 is.
Yeah, because I figured 9 was going to be her story. Maybe this is going to be a way to excuse her out of having crazy superpowers and stuff.
Maybe.
Kind of like, what's his name? Jake from 6? Wesker's kid?
Yeah.
Like, he has powers, but he's not incredibly over OP or anything.
He can heal.
Yeah, but, there's other shit, too. I think this is going to be a cool way to make Rose a bit more a level playing field gameplay-wise. So it's interesting. But this is going to be third person as well.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
So we're seeing, not Nintendo, Capcom.
Nintendo wishes.
Capcom take Resident Evil from first person to third person to first person to third person to first person to third person.
Yep.
Village was first person, now it's going to be in third person. The DLC Shadows of Rose is going to be in third person. And they showed off a little bit of gameplay of Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Emphasis on little bit. It's like maybe
very tiny.
a minute tops, but...
The first cabin you go into.
Yeah, nothing. He doesn't even fire his gun.
It's third person.
Yeah, it looks like the game, but really good graphics.
Did you get a good look at that flashback scene where he's talking to President Graham?
Wasn't that from the movie?
No.
It wasn't?
No.
The Netflix special? The 4-episode Netflix special?
Infinite Darkness?
Yeah. Was that not from Infinite Darkness?
No, because if you look at his hair, judge Leon by his hair, because it tells me how old he is.
That's a good way to go about it.
Because if he has his long bangs and kind of longer hair in the back where it curls a little bit, that's a Resident Evil 6 Leon. Mm-hmm. But after that, he starts to get the goatee and the mustache.
Because he's not taking care of himself.
But if he doesn't have that, he's younger.
Mm-hmm.
The one that we saw is after Raccoon City, right? And he's probably training for Special Forces.
Yep.
You can see the back of his hair. It's all wavy like an anime boy.
A little bit, yeah.
He's kind of got this Noctis thing going on.
That's what made me think it was from Infinite Darkness. Because they had a lot more, hair texture going on.
He also has darker hair in that.
It was hard to tell because it was also a very dark scene that we were looking at. So.
But he doesn't have that in the game. He still has his short back.
Yeah. With
the long bangs. Dirty blonde.
Man, I would kill for this. All I want is for him to say his quips. If he doesn't stop and say, "Where'd everybody go? Bingo?" I'm gonna be upset. That's all I want from Leon.
The scenes that we've seen of the village, the Pueblo, and inside the castle, where we see the monks, they're hyper realistic.
Yes.
And remember, I grew up playing this game and loving the 2D, wannabe 3D graphics, right? Mm-hmm. To see this hyper realistic, it's like a fever dream.
Isn't it a trip?
It's actually scarier.
I bet.
It's I remember that it wasn't this creepy. Mm-hmm. And, did you get a good look at the monks this time?
Yeah, they're creepy.
They're scary, aren't they?
They are weird.
And they freaked me out the first time. But I was just a kid. As an adult, I'm like, I don't really want to play with this.
Yeah, like unnerving, but it looks really cool. I'm excited.
Now, Capcom also announced something else, but we didn't really check it out.
Nah.
The Last of Us remake.
Yeah, this bullshit.
You told me about it.
Yeah.
I looked it up. I looked at the graphic comparisons.
Isn't it dumb?
So, there's an updated graphics to it.
Sure.
And the camera angles have completely changed.
Wow, this is definitely worth making a whole new game for.
So, instead of being super tight, they've backed up the camera.
Slightly.
Slightly.
Yeah, it looks bad. I would say the new graphics looks worse than the original graphics.
Nobody wanted this.
No.
Nobody asked for this.
Last of Us already looked good. This does not improve it at all. It just feels like a desperate cash grab. And it just highlights how many people wanted something like Crash Bandicoot or Jak and Daxter.
Or Banjo-Kazooie.
Lots of, Microsoft did not announce anything Banjo-Kazooie related. And I got my hopes up because you, Zero to Hero, you pointed out on Twitter that they
She's
might...
calling you out.
I'm calling you the fuck out. You pointed out on Twitter that they might announce something, and I was very disappointed. Feel so much disappointment.
So before we get to Microsoft, which won't be much more, Buzz Lightyear, like I said, Lightyear is the new movie this week.
Yep.
There are no new cool games coming out.
There's all announcements, but nothing released. As per summer usually goes there.
Tomorrow, if you're listening to this on Wednesday, Ubisoft will have an Assassin's Creed Direct.
Ooh.
I'll be damned if I miss it. Somehow I always seem to be home when Ubisoft announces Assassin's Creed. It's a weird coincidence that happens throughout my life.
What region do you hope they do this time?
Oh, I don't care.
I'm gonna hope for samurais.
I'm actually going to tell you that's not what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They're going to announce more DLC for Valhalla.
Oh. Well, then never mind.
And they're going to showcase their new Assassin's Creed. Now, what is this?
I have no idea.
It's called Legacy. This is the working title. It could be totally different by tomorrow morning. Okay? Mm-hmm. But basically, it's an MMO.
Oh. Okay.
Set in the Assassin's Creed world.
Interesting.
So, if I get the choice to be an assassin compared to a Templar, I'm a Templar. I'm sorry.
Yeah?
I 100% agree with them.
Wow. Goody two-shoes over here. So what did Microsoft announce yesterday? Naming their company after their dick. A lot of random stuff. I heard Microsoft or Minecraft is getting
an update, yep.
Yep, as they always do.
I think I already received it. A Plague Tale Requiem. End of Innocence.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, no.
I know, I couldn't even beat the first one.
I hate this game so much.
They updated the graphics.
It makes my skin crawl just thinking about it. I don't like hordes of things. And this game is just hordes of rats everywhere.
It's a stealth game where you have to avoid rats because they'll eat you alive.
I fucking hate it.
Forza Motorsport.
Yeah, wow. So many people care. Good old Forza.
Flight Simulator.
Wow.
I heard in this one you could play 9/11, but I don't know.
No. Shut the fuck up.
Overwatch 2. That was a joke, guys. Calm down. Overwatch 2.
Yeah, they're still doing this?
Yeah, they're gonna do it.
It's so dumb. That was a bad decision to go with. Oh wait, they showed off a new character for Overwatch 2, and I don't like her. She's like the junk queen. And fuck you. I like Junk Rat. Give me my weird, scrawny, ugly Junk Rat man, not a hot, random trash lady Junk Queen. Stupid.
Elder Scrolls Online has a new expansion, High Isle.
Good for them.
I could never get into Elder Scrolls.
I'm not big into a lot of MMOs. Maybe I would try Final Fantasy 14. Is that the MMO? I've thought about that one before.
Yes, that's 14.
But like, I don't know. I don't know what to do in MMOs. You know? I just
friends.
look around and then I go, well, I guess I'm done.
This is a really dumb decision. Fallout 76 gets a new expansion.
Ooh, so yeah, for all the like 2 people still playing Fallout 76.
The issues of Fallout 76
Many of them.
go long before we began Coffee Break.
Oh, absolutely.
And we were watching them every week.
Yeah. Unfolding into like nightmare after nightmare.
From plastic bags to losing people's information.
Yeah, accidentally like releasing
to crashing graphics.
everyone's personal information online. You accidentally doxed everyone who like pre-ordered the game.
The game was just completely broken.
Mm-hmm.
And now they want to keep going with it. It makes no sense.
Nah, they should just not even try, honestly.
Forza Horizons 5 will have a Hot Wheels expansion.
Well, Hot Wheels? I just want actual Hot Wheels at that point.
Arc 2 will come out soon.
Oh, really? Cool.
They have a new survival horror game.
Oh.
Mostly survival. It's called Scorn. It's based on H.R. Geiger.
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah. I mean, H.R. Geiger has a really cool aesthetic and stuff, but I don't know if aesthetic alone can save a game.
There you go.
Minecraft Legends. Which, you know, it's Minecraft. It is what it is.
Sorry, we're skipping through a few of them.
There's a lot. They released a lot of stuff. So much stuff that I fell asleep. That's when we took our nap, was in the middle of a lot of these announcement stuff.
Here's the big one. Diablo 4, which comes out next year.
Yeah, that's crazy, because Diablo 3 did not do well.
Diablo 3 did great.
It sold well, but people had, like, critique was, like, they did not like it.
Did you hear about the newest Diablo?
The newest Diablo?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Came out like a few weeks ago. Oh my god, I think it's called Immortal.
Oh, wait. That sounds familiar, but
It's an app.
I haven't heard anything for it.
People have trashed it.
I bet. That's the thing. I don't know how good 4 could do.
Sea of Thieves Season 7.
Nice. Good for them. Lots of just... Oh, yeah. Personas 3, 4, and 5 are getting ported to Xbox now.
Finally.
Yep. Now all you Xbox bros can finally play Persona.
And that was it. There was nothing else to talk about.
Nope. Not a single thing.
Definitely not Bethesda.
What did Bethesda have going?
Starfield.
Oh, yeah. They announced like 1,000 worlds.
Different planets to land on.
Which I saw someone on Twitter, I believe, saying that it just makes them think it's just going to be a lot of very small, very barren worlds to fill up the 1,000 quota. Like, very little differences.
Games are getting bigger.
I mean, No Man's Sky really put the doubt into everyone when it comes to concepts like this.
Don't ever use No Man's Sky as an example because it's made by a shit company.
I guess, but...
He was a liar.
Are you going to tell me Bethesda isn't a shit company?
They have the evil within.
Oof. And where's that?
In hell.
Like 2017 was the last time?
Sitting next to Silent Hill.
No.
And I would have said Dead Space, but somebody was like, hey, Dead Space, come on. You're not allowed to be here. So Starfield. I'm actually kind of jelly.
Yeah?
This one actually kind of hurt me a little bit.
You might get ported eventually.
It won't.
Maybe. You never know.
I'm going to have to get Steam and play it on Steam.
Ew. Good thing you have a Mac.
I might just ignore it. Just go, no, you guys hurt me. You hurt me bad.
I don't...
This sounds so stupidly fun to do space exploration.
Sure.
Have you seen some of the monsters?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's not my thing. It's not my kind of game.
That sounds fun to me.
I mean, I'm also just not a huge fan of sci-fi. If I got the chance, I would rather pick high fantasy every day over science fiction, you know?
Oh, yeah, I mean...
Give me Lord
Final
of the
Fantasy
Rings
16.
over Star Trek every day of the week. And I really like Star Trek.
Star Trek's fun, but it's got a low budget.
That's part of the fun.
So yeah, we didn't really check out Xbox too much or Bethesda.
Yeah, we don't have an Xbox. We don't care. Sorry. It was important. It was neat to look at what they're announcing.
Oh, the other Capcom thing, Street Fighter 6.
Well, we knew about that one already.
Yeah, but they just showed off more stuff.
Okay, so that's cool.
But yeah, we are in the... God, they're calling it the season of no E3.
Yeah, where everyone's just kind of... Sorry. Everyone's just kind of releasing shit as per their own whims. There are theories floating around that Nintendo will have a direct soon.
They will.
This week or next week. There's nothing confirmed yet. I don't know how
Why
much...
would they confirm anything?
I don't know. They just kind of... They tend to be like, hey, there's going to be a direct tomorrow. And then it's like, oh, okay. So, you know, I'm sure that's going to happen sooner or later. But as per Nintendo's whims...
You know what Sony didn't show off? Ragnarok.
True.
You know what Microsoft didn't show off?
Banjo-Kazooie?
Elden Scrolls.
Elden Scrolls, I bet they scrapped
What about
it
Fable?
and brought... Oh my god, they didn't do Fable again! These bastards! I'm intrigued!
But Sony
Ugh.
Sony has Ragnarok, right? They could potentially have a Spiderman 2, right?
Yeah, potentially.
And Nintendo's got Breath of the Wild 2 and Pokemon.
Yeah.
See, what I'm seeing here from Microsoft is we don't have much of anything to talk about.
They know they can't compete with it.
No. Breath of the Wild 2. Drop it on the same day Starfield comes out.
Oh, they're fucked.
Watch the fans complain and not buy Starfield.
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
But that's how that works. It's gonna be... I mean, if Nintendo really want to play hardball, you could do that.
Yeah. But we've also already gotten confirmation that we're not going to get Breath of the Wild 2 till next year. They've had to delay it again, which, you know...
I don't know, I'd show off another trailer.
A lot of delays. Everyone's getting antsy.
A little teaser.
I guess so. It would be all they needed.
A little bit again in my life.
If they announced a new Mario game, that'd be enough to, like, destroy the internet. Pokemon alone is killing everyone. If you were like, here's Mario Odyssey 2, or whatever the fuck.
Mario Sunshine 2.
Ooh, I would honestly love that. I like Sunshine.
So sweet, we kept it near an hour.
Yeah, not too bad.
No, just want to run through it. Make a simple coffee break. I feel like the last ones were getting way too long.
Well, there was a lot to talk about. And we went on a lot of tangents.
Yes.
We'll be back again.
Next week. Well, we'll be back tomorrow with Obi-Wan.
Yep. And then another for coverage eggs, and then coffee break will be next week. So we'll see what happens between then and now.
Have you ever seen Fast and the Furious?
I've seen one of them.
Was it 3?
Oh, it was the one where they were Tokyo drifting everywhere.
It's called Tokyo Drift.
Yes, that's the one I watched.
Do you remember Han?
Yes, I do, actually.
You remember Han? Okay, he's part of the main series.
Mm-hmm.
I found out that actor who plays him plays the Inquisitor, the second brother.
Really? Wow! Cool!
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Wow!
So there's your fun fact.
Bye-bye.
Bye.